Hello, world. I think the picture here, these faces say it all. Yeah. Zelensky's look over at Trump, and Trump with that typical stupid look in his face. Abusive guy. He doesn't stand for democracy anymore. He sides with Russia. And Zelensky is going, what in the heck? So I think all of America, I think all of us are going, what the heck? We're not the hero of democracy anymore? Hmm. And they jumped all over Zelensky. This moronic guy who is a fraudulent president. He's not a real president. I mean, the courts are the Supreme Court. Uh, needs you want to cut some fat. Well, I think the Supreme Court that didn't rule appropriately on Trump's transgressions and basically made him a king, postponed everything that would bring things to light about him. Yeah, not good. Our country is better than this clown, Trump. It's better. And we in this photo, I mean, in the video about this is was showing the vice president, another clown and a fool, teaming up with Trump and trying to blame the war on Ukraine. Oh, it's your fault. Isn't that what an abusive husband says to his wife? It's your fault. And not that, you know, I know women can lie. I know this. Trust me. But yeah, that's what this guy's doing, this Trump. Yeah. And just look at the faces. That face on Zelensky is that's how the world sees us today because we allowed this guy to become president. And let's point out that did not have a mandate. Only a third of the people in this country voted, which is pitiful. Uh, if you love democracy, you should vote. And if you don't vote, and you see, because it's a lesser of evils, you're not voting, almost assures that the greater of evil is going to get it. Right? So you voted anyway by not voting. You need to vote. And you don't want to throw your vote away either on some third candidate. They never win. Come on, look at history. You got to pick. And the more you pick for the better the whole government becomes. Yeah. He didn't have a mandate, not just because only a third of the people voted. He only got a plurality of the votes. didn't even get 50% of the total votes. Barely squeezed out Kamala. He's an illegitimate president without a mandate. I say illegitimate because look at the 14th Amendment, Section 3. He led an insurrection. And anybody who does that can't run for public office without 2/3 of the House and the Senate both saying it's okay, which is never going to was never going to happen. Couldn't happen. And yeah, so he's illegitimate. He's sitting there, this clown that has alienated our friends, our allies, and cozied up to dictators. And you say, what is a channel about empathy? Yeah, we don't empathize with evil and cruelty. You can't. They are an attack on empathy. It's an attack. And yeah. So you gotta fight for love to win. You gotta fight for democracy. You can't just sit on your hands. But you can't get overwhelmed and go, oh, what are we gonna do? Really? What are we gonna do? We're gonna protest in the streets. We're going to make donations to people who are carrying on the fight. These YouTube channels like the Midas Touch group, contribute to them. If you feel inclined, it'd be nice if you contributed a subscription, not money. If you subscribe to this channel, that's easy to do. Subscribe, share the videos that you like, because that's your voice. It costs you anything. Somebody else taking the time, share the video. I share all kinds of videos, especially from Midas Touch. A lot of them. Share this one, please. And, yeah, comment. Just how should we resist? Well, the boycotts are a good idea. But what if you came into some of these bigger grocery stores like Walmart and Target, some of these places, who are against fair play? And yeah, you just flooded the place just before it was going to get busy. And you stayed a long time as a customer, looking at things, ending up buying a stick of bubble gum or soda pop or something. And then leave, after it gets late and the crowds have dispersed. Yeah, fill up their parking lot. Hit them where it hurts. You can do it. A boycott's nice, but people get, tired. And where are you going to go? It's hard to, there might not be that many businesses close to you that give you what you want. But yeah, take them down. Show your power. Calm down and realize you have real power and use it. Organize and get ready. It amazes me that any generals, high-ranking officers in the CIA and the FBI would step down because this clown and Elon decided to fire them. Yeah, I think the American people would be behind these guys refusing such an order. We didn't fire you. This clown did. A guy, this Trump, who our generals have called a fascist at heart. A guy that one general heard him say that our troops who died at D-Day were losers and suckers. Yeah. Yeah. This guy who always, his family says he kept the Mein Kampf, Book of Hitler, on his desk. Yeah. Studying the playbook. Yeah. This guy. And, if you're listening to Fox News, heads up. They have been taken to court and fined and lost the court case, not because they didn't they made a mistake on the facts, but because they actually lied on purpose, knowing what the facts were. Is that your source of news? Check out the Midas Touch. And a lot of our mainstream media, they're owned by these really rich guys. They're going to play nice. This is not a time to play nice. This is our democracy at stake. Doesn't that hit you in the heart? Isn't that something that our troops have died for, been injured for, lost their minds for? Yeah. Make your decision today. Like this video? That would be nice. We really need to do something about this guy. And just say no was something, that was a kind of naive approach to drug abuse. Well, it kind of fits now. Just say no. Say no to shopping at some places, much as you can. And just say no to be ordered to step away from your job in government. Don't leave. And people rally for the government, our generals and BI and anybody else working to protect our democracy and our Constitution. Rally for them. Let them know you got their back. One of these MAGA types was saying, "Oh, you can protest all you want." Yeah. And telling you guys that are working for the government that you don't have real jobs. Yeah, okay. Police don't have real jobs. Firefighters don't have real jobs. They work for government. Stand up and say no. Share videos that are right. If you want to create and submit videos. We could find a way to put your video on this channel. So anyway, that's what I have to say tonight. Here it is, Sunday evening. Before this clown started tearing our country apart. Sundays were a nice, peaceful day, right? Nice, peaceful day. Now, it's a time for reflection, and for many religious people around the weekend times, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. But as they reflect, they're going to be sad. And a Christian nation. Oh, what kind of Christianity? And they're being persecuted by gay people. Really? Persecuted. Jesus said, love your enemies, and they can't bake a cake for a lesbian couple. Really? Really? And by the way, when the Christians were coming over to this country, they were killing each other. Not the right kind of Christian, they said. They were thinking. They were killing each other over whether you should be dunked all the way under the water or just sprinkled. Whether babies should be baptized at all. Killing each other. Christian nation? Our founding fathers did not create a Christian nation. They separated church and state. Believe what you want, but be peaceful. You're not going to take the government and use it to clobber each other over the head. Sorry. We've been there, and we don't want to go back. As Kamala said, we're not going back. But now we are, against our will. Stand up. Be a voice for democracy in our country. Restore its honor. Let the world know that this clown does not represent us. Let them know he thrives on praise. Make sure he doesn't get any. Maybe he'll wake up. But if he doesn't, I think a nice mental institution would be glad to have him and his weird, odd followers that seem to hate this country, its people, and even its heroes. Enough said. Do you want an oligarchy or do you want a democracy? Oh, don't give me this nonsense. Oh, it's a republic. Yes, I know that. But in a broad sense, there are different kinds of democracy, and a republic is a kind of that. Right? You want to argue about words all day? Fine. You know what I'm saying. Let's make this a country of, by, and for the people. That's the only thing that protects us against the exploitation of the super wealthy and their monopolies. And they're getting money off the government. Elon Musk he's getting rich off the government. And he's not a good businessman. There are Teslas all over the place, unsold. Well, it's okay. The government will bail him out. enough of this. Stop worshiping wealthy people. They're neither smarter than you, wiser than you, or kinder than you. They're probably not as kind, wise, and smart as you are. Stand up for yourselves. And you heroes out there, you veterans, let your voices be heard. This country owes you a debt, and these people are trying to make it so that you don't ever, and you can never be fully repaid, any of you, for the things you're doing. Your firefighters, your police, there's never enough money. You guys do it out of your heart. But you should have some thanks given to you and all the help that you deserve. No veteran, no former police officer or firefighter should be in the street or hungry. And no child should be hungry and homeless. We could fix all that if we didn't keep giving away our money through exploitation, low wages, and whatever to greedy people who just don't care. For those of you with wealth who do care, these guys are giving you a bad name. Ally with the people in this country. You've been blessed by this country. Show some respect and honor for it. Until next time, you're not just in a world of wonder, you're part of it. Blessings.